You are welcome to Dig It, the place of discovering hidden treasure. Brethren, speak about the four reasons I believe if Christians don't be on their feet, Ghana will soon become an Islamic nation. And one of them is the economy. Let's take example. Now, have you realized that during Ramadan or during the period of fasting for Muslims, there's one particular trend that moves on. A lot of food vendors complain that they don't buy food during these times. People complain that money isn't coming during these times. And I have to ask myself, in Ghana, are Muslim the only people that eat food? The answer is no. We have a lot of people that do. As a matter of fact, people who purchase food from the mall and then other places are Christians more than Muslims do. Once a Muslim, before understand, we normally don't do buy food outside much. I believe it's Christian that do buy more of the food. But why is that doing Ramadan or most of the Islamic feast? The people begin to say the economy is this one, it is getting that one, it is this one, it is this one. A lot of complaint. I remember one time I went to the market during one of the Islamic feast. When I went, the whole market was empty. The whole market was empty. So I asked myself, is the whole nation a Christian nation or an Islamic nation, or is a mix of these people? So why is it that when it's time for this particular festival, for the festival of these people, the market and everybody begin to complain? And that was what made me come to the realization that no, if we don't take care, this nation, which is currently a Christian nation, will soon become an Islamic nation if we don't take care. Observe it yourself and see during the Islamic feast what happened to the economy. What is the major complaint of market women? Two is the enemy is using the strategy called divide and conquer. What is the divide and conquer for here? The divide and conquer is an attack against the body of Christ, where the enemy is gradually dividing the body of Christ into pieces, breaking it into pieces, then is gradually trying to conquer it. Even though Jesus said that I would build my church upon this rock and the gate of hell will not prevail against it, but if you are to be frank with yourself, there is a breakdown in the body of Christ. Why am I saying this? Now, I'm talking particularly about Ghana. Because I'm in Ghana, so I'm talking particularly for Ghana. You know, if you realize nowadays on social media, hardly would you realize or see anything that is to discuss about the Islamic body. You would hear a blogger talking about this imam has done that, that imam said this, that imam is fighting this imam is streamed at this one, this imam is saying this one at this imam. But instead of I'm supposed to, we are supposed to hear or watch beef from celebrities. Sometimes who do that because attraction. Sometimes it's you have to do that too. It's a form of currency. So we expect celebrities to be doing that, but you realize that nowadays what we realize is it is rather men of God that has now become the message of many bloggers. Why? Because there is a strong division. You would hear this one stand by his pulpit throwing bombshell at this. I don't know, even though there are countries that are having war, throwing missiles at each other, we are also having the body of Christ divided into pieces, throwing missiles at each other. This one will stand by the pulpit and throw a missile at this. This also, and we don't know how to correct in love, which is gradually breaking down the body of Christ. Each and every day, one man of God or the other is trending on social media, not for anything to glorify God. And this is what I'm seeing as divide and conquer. There is a division, and the body of Christ has been divided. We are not following Christ anymore, but we are following men who have divided themselves. So we have followers of this, we have followers of that, we have followers of this. If you say anything against this one, say no, you have spoken against that one. That is why I see the divide and conquer method happen in Christianity, and it's really disturbing the body of Christ. The third reason I want to talk about is the Trojan horse. Most of you are aware of the battle of the Troy and the Greece. You understand the only way the Greece could conquer Troy was to introduce to introduce what they call the Trojan horse, and that is exactly what the enemy is doing to the body of Christ. The body of Christ has received strangers which are teaching things that are beyond human understanding, are beyond what we don't know whether this is what Jesus really taught. So we have people, others who call themselves ministers of God, but they are doing things that even the devil himself stand aloof and say, what? I'm surprised because I will not do this myself. So these are Trojan horses introduced into the body of Christ. If we don't stand on our feet and throw these Trojan horses away, man, Ghana will soon become an Islamic nation. And the fourth reason is crusades. It's true, crusades has been there since many centuries, all right, and even during the 7th century, 6th to 7th century, all right, when Islam came into this country, into this continent, it was through crusades, battles upon battles, blood upon blood. But that is not the kind of crusade I'm talking about today. Christians are doing crusades, they are doing evangelism. Don't forget, the trend of evangelism or the spirit of evangelism had now mounted upon the wings of the Islamic religion. You understand? Day in and day out, we have Islam. I'm living. I'm talking about Ghana particularly. I have a lot of people. I'm surrounded Islam Muslim community. You understand? Day in and day out, you hear them pray, and then you hear them evangelize. After every dawn prayers, the siren is on, and they are preaching. They are seriously preaching. And they are no. You don't talk. And on the other way around, here we have Christians who also say we are going for a crusade, and all we can do is to command money, is to call God on phone and talk to Him. We go for our crusades ground to play jokes, drama. But here comes the Muslim going to their crusade grounds, winning souls. And I'm not surprised, and I've seen many Christians who are turned from the faith and are now becoming Muslims. That is why I'm telling you that if Christians don't take care, Ghana will soon become an Islamic nation. Once a Muslim, I know what I'm talking about. There is no love in the body of Christ. Jesus said, only one thing that men will know that you are my disciple, if ye love one to another. So these are the few reasons that I want you to understand. And because of this divide and conquer thing, we Christians don't promote good things, but rather we promote bad things. The Lord bless you and shalom.